Hello, everyone. Welcome back to school. Okay. First, we will review the syllabus. I print some of them, and Raymond is going to get more. So I'm sorry that not all of you will have it now. Yeah. I upload the material on the Blackboard already. So now we have syllabus. Okay, let's take a look. Have anyone seen the old exam? None of you have seen the old exam for this course? Raise your hand if you have seen the old exam. Not any of you. What about 2 years ago lecture? Did you check the website of the old exam? I will upload it on the Blackboard again. Okay, before we do the syllabus, let me take the attendance. Tolani. Yep. We have two Tolani. Tolani Adeda Mola Afolabi. That's it. Okay. Temito Olas Sigan Mao. Semitope. Okay. All right. Yawasheng. Vikat. Yes. Ibekuna. Easy? No. Maybe drop the course. Isa Hadda. Nguyen Chanli. George A. Perdomo. Danny Perez, Mohammed O. Ramadan, Mohammed O. Ramadan, second call. Siri H. Salvenson, Siri, yeah. Okay. Arya Shadi, V. T. Ton, V or VT, or Ton, just Ton. V. Ton. Okay. Andrew Tolan.
That's me.
Akinolu Adetola William.
Yeah.
Alright. Modia. Yemekova. Not here yet. What we shall do next is.
You didn't call my name.
Okay. What's your name? Chanyana. Sweta. Okay. And what's your name?
June.
June?
June, yeah.
June, okay. Did you enroll?
Yep.
Alright, I will print it again. These are your names. And I would like each of you to introduce yourself, start from Raymond, and then Tolani.
My name is Raymond Garita. I'm from Nigeria, I'm a PhD student here. I'm interested in production facilitated multiphase filter pipes. I'm working with Dr. Everett in my dissertation, which is production of heavy, multiphase fluid with production of heavy oil and gas.
Tolani?
My name is Tolani, and I'm a master's student, first year. And I'm taking
Hi everyone, my name is Hakim Williams. I'm a PhD student as well. I graduated from Tech with a master's here. I worked for some years. While I was in this team, I'm back here again.
Arya.
My name is Arya Shakti. I'm a PhD student. I work with Dr. Ekrit. My dissertation title is Wax Deposition Multiphase.
June.
Yeah. Hi. My name is June. I'm a graduate student from Norway. Yeah. Yeah.
Siri.
Yeah. My name is Siri. I'm a student from Norway. Same as her.
Okay. Tolani? Athos.
You know me, Andy.
I did, okay.
My name is Anders, and I'm from Norway as well.
Next.
Yes. It's going to be pretty similar. Vegard from Norway, studying petroleum engineering there on my 4th year in Norway.
How may I call you? How may I call your name?
Vegard.
Vegard?
Yeah.
Okay, Vegard. Okay. Next, please.
My name is Steve Tope. I'm a first year grad student from Nigeria.
How may I call your name? Tobe. Tobe. I will ask several times more. Okay, next, please. Be next.
My name is George.
George. All right.
And this is my first semester. I'm a master's student.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Yoni. I'm from Vietnam and I am a master's student.
What's your name? Next to Beaton? Nguyen? Nguyen or Nguyen? Nguyen.
Yeah.
Nguyen. Okay. Nguyen and Beaton. Okay. Next.
My name is Derek Perez. I am from Venezuela. I am working on a master here since last semester. And well, after I got my bachelor in Venezuela in 2010, I had the opportunity to work for 3 years as a production engineer. And this is what I wanted to take this course because it's really interesting for production.
My name is Isa Haddad. I am from Syria. This is my first semester as a graduate student and I'm planning to be a production engineer.
My name is Yangwei Chen. I live in Norway and I'm a PhD student here. And I also got my master's degree here. And I'm working with Dr. Akri. And my topic is 3-phase heat transfer. And yeah, I'm from China. Yeah.
What's your name?
Isa.
Lisa.
I'm Shweta Puvara and I'm from India and I'm a master's student working with Dr. Ekrit.
I will have to ask your name many more times. Alright? Please understand me. Okay, this is the book. Shoham book. Anyone don't have it yet? Probably most of you. If you are not SPE student, buy it from SPE student. Okay, SPE student get half price. If you buy used book, it will be cheaper. It is $75 half price. Full price is $150. Will be cheaper. Okay, this book, 2-phase gas oil hydrodynamics and water disperse flow. We will cover that. We will cover slab, annular, stratified, disperse bubble, pressure drop, liquid hold-up calculation, gas oil flow in horizontal, vertical, well bore, inclined pipe, flow pattern, and flow pattern transition criteria. Prerequisite. This course doesn't really have any prerequisite. If you finish your undergrad, just start. It's easy. At least for me. Okay. Textbook, Shoham, and okay. Other thing that we need is safety glass. Safety glass is $3 from Walmart. Okay. Do you have safety glass? Who don't have safety glass, please buy it for yourself, $3. Okay. Reference book, really, you just use a slide. Okay. So topic that we will cover. Number 1, pseudo single phase. Okay. After you do this, I expect that students can calculate pressure drop heat transfer for non-isothermal pseudo single phase flow. Pseudo single phase means we consider the whole thing as a mixture. If we have gas liquid, we think, okay, we mix them together and let it flow, and then do the calculation. Okay. Next, we will have overview of two-phase gas-oil flow and horizontal flow pattern transition. Stratified flow, we will cover that. Slab flow in horizontal pipe, vertical flow pattern transition, slab flow vertical in the vertical section, another flow in inclined pipe, and unified model. You will notice that there's nothing about CFD. Okay. This course talk about mechanistic model, and there are some part in the catalog that I don't know if it's updated already or not. We don't talk anything about orga. Talk a little bit, but you don't really do orga. So most of the time you do mechanistic model. So this course is equivalent course to the one in Tausa two-phase flow modeling. Okay? And when we start lecture, I will talk about why should this be important or where do we see it. Okay? Why should it be matter for petroleum engineer? So coordinator, myself, room 236, office hour, Monday, Wednesday, 12:20 to 1 p.m. or after class. Okay? And Wednesday, 9:50 to 11 or by appointment. Or if you come to see me, you will see that my room is closed, but light is on. You knock the door, I open, and I will say, welcome. Or I will say, I'm sorry, please wait half an hour or come back later or something like that. Alright? I close my room all the time, but it doesn't mean that I'm not available. Okay? Attendance policy. Late one time is equivalent to missing from class 1/3 time. Okay? If a student has university excuse, any late or class missing will be excused and will not count toward the grade calculation. So just come every time. Okay? Coming to class within the first 5 minutes of the class time is not considered as being late. So if you're late by less than 5 minutes, it's okay. We don't worry about it. 30 minutes later or more, if you do 40 minutes late, or 31 minutes late, or 30 minutes and 1 second late, we count it as missing. Unless you have a university excuse. University excuse, for example, oh, I have stomachache or something, you are sick or something like that. Okay? Even though you come to class late, I allow you to sit inside. Alright? So if you come late, we will check that you are missed from the class. If you're 40 minutes late, but I still let you in. So to be eligible for getting the grade of A+, a student must not miss the class more than 1 time, 1.0 time. So if you miss the class 1 time without university excuse and you late for the class another time, you will not be eligible for A+. Okay? For A or A-, a student must not miss the class more than 2.0 times. Okay? So you can miss 2 times without university excuse, and you can miss many more times as you want if you have university excuse. Okay? And to be eligible for getting the grade of B, a student must not miss the class more than 3 times without university excuse. Okay? Quite difficult to miss 3 times without university excuse, actually. This one, please read it by yourself, we skip. Okay? The part that I would like to mention is lecture, exam, and laboratory session are mandatory. So if you miss the lab time, so that's counted as missing 1 time. So just attend the class. Okay? Eligible to get A doesn't mean that you get A. You got it right? Eligible means you may or may not get A. You can get A, but you may not. Grade policy. No student will be notified in advance if pop quiz will be given or not. I will not tell you if pop quiz is given or not. Okay, and we have several pop quiz, if not all the time, last year. Okay, but that is not last year, last 2 years. Who get the email about the website that before I upload everything on the Blackboard? Who don't get the email about the website? These three gentlemen. Oh, you got it. So there's that is a part of the educational activity. So I will try to upload that on the Blackboard. This way, it will be. I don't have to worry about it. Some students have O exam, some students don't, and it's not fair. I don't know if you see the O exam, it doesn't matter. Okay? If you can do it, you can do it. If you cannot, well, you cannot do it. Any missed quiz, homework will not be made up. Get 0 for that quiz or homework. Okay? If students submit the quiz or homework, or if you miss but you have university excuse, that quiz will be dropped from the grade calculation. So as long as you have a stomach ache or something, it will be fine. Okay. Any missed exam will not be made up, and student will get the score of 0 for that exam, unless you have the university excuse. If one exam is missed with the university excuse, the average score of other 3 exams will be substituted for that missing exam. If 2 or more are missing with university excuse, so a student will get the grade of I, incomplete, and you will correct the incomplete grade on spring. So don't contact me during the Christmas time. We won't do anything. You will do the makeup exam in the next spring. Okay, after the semester, we can do a little bit before class start. But it's quite difficult for you to miss 2 exams with university excuse. Okay, come to the exam. Okay. Okay, what do we do about the grade? Pop quiz, 10 points. Individual project, 10 points. Homework, 60 points. Each exam is 6 points. Totally, it will be 104. To get A plus or more, you need to get more than 100. To get A, you will need 93.33 to 100. To get A minus, you will need from 90 to 93.32. And below that is B or C. Okay. I don't try to give you B. I will really want to give all of you A, but you will have to earn it. So right now you start with F, I mean 0, okay? And you will earn it, okay? The third digit or more will round to the second digit up. For example, 89.990001 will be rounded up to 90.0. Okay, good. Class time, Monday, Wednesday, 11 to 12:20 in this room. And we will have several Wednesday from 9 to 9:50 that is not really updated in the website, but you will have to do it this way from 9 to 9:50. So this means next time we will meet is 8/31st, right? It will be in room 204, okay? And bring calculator. If you can buy a calculator from Walmart and pick up today, this one is $42 with tax. If you buy it online, it's cheaper, but if you count the shipping cost, it's the same price. Okay. All right. ADA compliance.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
About the class time. That class on Wednesday from 9 to 9:50. I don't know if any, is there any possibility that we move that to put together with the 11? Now that Professor Heinze in Nodal Analysis moved the class to the afternoon from 3 to 5. I don't know if anyone is taking class in that section, or you have a problem about that.
Anyone want to say anything about that?
I have nodal analysis.
No, but nodal analysis was between 9 to 9:50 and 12:20. Nodal analysis was between those blocks. Now Professor Heinze moved that course to the afternoon from 3 or 3:30 to 5. So we have a free time there. I don't know if we can put them together and make a whole block.
Oh, so there's no conflict of time, but you want to make change to make it fit your schedule better?
Because it's just one block. For sure, it's a proposal.
I will not do any of that. Okay, not just me. Chelsea will not do any of that because schedule the room is very painful.
So,
any student who, because of a disability, may require special arrangement, okay, contact Disability Service Office in 335 West Hall. So what they will do is they will say, okay, because of some reason, you are allowed by law to get 200% midterm exam time, 200% final exam time or something. But pop quiz, I asked them already. They said if it is randomly given without prior notice, you will not get 2x time or anything like that. Okay, if you have any disability, by law, you are eligible to contact them and get your full benefit. But I can tell that for the exam, if you cannot do it, get more time. May help a little bit, okay? Not very much. Academic integrity. Okay, you all may get the handout section B, right? For academic integrity policy of the university. What I would like to mention is that this part. No student will be found in violation of university policy without sufficient information and evidence showing that it is more likely than not that a policy violation occurred, and any sanction will be proportionate to the severity of the violation and to the cumulative conduct history of the student. So basically what I will do, I'm not doing anything, I just call that number and let them do everything, okay? The easiest thing to do, just don't cheat, okay? It's, cheating in this course probably won't help you at all. And there's no time to cheat either, okay? In the exam, I have never seen any previous student be able to cheat in my exam. It's not about they want to or not want to, but the exam is a lot. And you really don't have time. And plus it's open book, and you also have cheat sheet. So exam, so can I skip this one? Please read that policy, okay? So, the part that I haven't said is, it is more likely than not, it's not the same as the phrase saying that beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay, more likely than not, it's not the same as beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond a reasonable doubt is mean like 90% plus that is, it is likely to happen. It is likely than not mean more than 50%, more than 50% that is more likely to happen than not. Okay, so they give me one example that, okay, two students one professor see that he looked at other people's scatron and 29 out of 50 questions are identical with 5 wrong questions. Then they said this is more likely than not or something. A trick here is that I have gone through that process. I know that you will not cheat or anything, but I am required to review this to you, okay? So if there is anything happen, let's say a student, doesn't need to be you, okay, is found to responsible for or has been accused to be responsible for some academic misconduct. If that student confess and say, I'm sorry, will not do it again, or do something to mitigate the problem, the academic sanction will be a lot less than not doing that. Or it will be more if that student require a hearing panel. I didn't do anything. No, that person did. Okay. Got it? Please review the policies then. Classroom policy. Please don't sleep, okay? Basically, this line says, don't sleep in the classroom. Exam policy. Exam 1 and exam 3 are closed book exam. Exam 2 and 3 are open book exam. In all exams, the usage of internet, email, cell phone, tablet, iPod, iPad, and a communication device are not allowed. Okay? Let's say, hey, great, I would like to use my tablet as a calculator. No, it's not allowed. Okay? Access to internet is not allowed. Each student must do exam individually. A student must not help or receive help from other people. In the closed book exam, students are allowed to bring 2 pages of formula sheet or cheat sheet. Okay? And the size has to be 8.5 by 11 inches. Not like very big paper. No, not that. 8.5 by 11 inches. Write on one side to paper. Okay? Put any formula that you want. Calculator, Casio, this one I suggest it because it's cheap. That's the main reason. And it has 8 line of the formula that you can see, and each row has, I think it's 20-30 characters. So you can see the previous formula that you put it in. This way is better to not do any wrong calculation. You are allowed to use, did I say anything? Any programmable calculator, not tablet, that cannot access internet is allowed during the exam. Even though it is a closed book, you can program the material into the calculator. That's not considered as cheating. Okay. Any information recorded on the calculator memory part is not considered as cheating, but bring additional paper sheet to the exam room is cheating. Okay? And okay, so we good for this? No question?
Exam 1 and 3, exam 2 and 3.
Oh God. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 and 3, closed book. 2 and 4, open book. Typo. Please do the correction and tell Maya to. For closed book, you allow pen, pencil, ruler, eraser, marker, programmable calculators, so you can use more than one calculator if you think that helps. Other devices or instruments are prohibited. Open book exam, you can bring book and any note. Okay, internet usage policy. You will have to do all homework and project by yourself for practice purposes. Nevertheless, there is really nothing that you will create it by yourself without any help of the prior knowledge or other people. So everything that we learn, somebody else have created it already. Okay? Each finding formula, algorithm, calculation procedure, etc. are created many years ago by other people. Internet is one source of the collective knowledge in the world. Thus, using the internet can facilitate the learning of a student tremendously. Misuse of the internet, such as searching for the answer and copy and paste, will severely impact the opportunity of the student to learn. There is no way for me as an instructor to know if your usage of internet will help or hurt you. Okay? I do not know whether it's help you or it doesn't help you. So therefore, you are allowed to use the internet as a resource with a trust from me that you will use it to help you to learn the subject matter and not to impede your learning opportunity. So if you email your friend, hey, email me the solution, that is not allowed, okay? If you search Wikipedia, okay, what is the conversion factor from gallon to liter? Do it, okay? That's fine. So as long as you have a good intention on using it, not try to skip the practice, that's fine. Sharing work with other students. A student is not allowed to see other student homework. Okay? You have to close your eyes first. You're not allowed to see other people's homework. A student is allowed to use his ear to listen to discussion of the result and the final answer so that he or she can know if a student was done right and have time to correct it before the deadline. So I know that whether I say it or not, many of you will check the final answer. Hey, I get 3.5. How much do you get? Oh, it's the same or it's not the same. So I don't want to blame you on any of that. Talking about the homework thoroughly as a way for other students to copy your homework or project is not allowed. If you say line 1, write this, line 2, write this, line 3, write this, even though other students don't see your work, no, don't do that. Make sure that your peer has already spent time at least 4 hours on her own before offering any help. If you want to say, hey, doing it this way is not correct, you would like to use this formula instead. So let them spend 4 hours before you help them, okay? And within 4 hours, I think they will get it done. Student workload. For a 3 credit hours undergraduate course, a student is expected to spend the total time of 135 hours. Okay. So for this course, let's go to the calendar. We have actual hours is 47. Total contact hours is 45. Because the 3 lab count as 1 lecture. So, and we don't have final exam. If you notice, the last day of class, or exam 4, is on 11/38. That is exam 4. Okay? But it may seem like you stop 5 days earlier, but I still teach you the same amount of time, actually a little bit more, 2 hours more. Okay, so I don't think you will have to worry that, hey, this is not enough time, I want to learn more, I grade on. On this Wednesday, we will do 204 VBA Computer Lab, Excel VBA. V01, do you know VBA? No? Nguyen, do you know VBA? No. What about your name, sir? Mohammed? George, do you know VBA? Okay. Oh, who else? June, do you know VBA? Okay, so it's good that we go through it and review it, right? It is an extended part of Excel. You know Excel, how to plot the graph, right? But if we know VBA, we can do quite a lot more, okay? So we will do a little bit more introduction today, and then we will do VBA in computer lab 9 a.m. Okay, no change of time or anything. 2:04, because Chelsea scheduled that room for me. 2:04. Today we meet this room. Next Wednesday, this Wednesday we meet 2:04 upstairs in a smaller room. And we have Labor Day. If you notice this part, you see there are several sessions that we are talking about Slack flow. And the reason for that is it is that complicated. And last year we talked that much. Okay? So I try to make it more realistic, cut some parts, add some parts based on 2004, 2014. The rest, okay, OXM policy. Access to the OXM is allowed, open work is allowed, and project is, actually they are going to be provided. So in the section B sheet, it says if you have OXM that is considered as academic misconduct, that doesn't apply to this course. You can have it, no problem. Video recording, picture, voice recording. So basically you can record my voice, my face, the screen, and the question that being asked during the lecture. But you won't necessarily allow to record your friend's face or other people's face other than me, okay? That's not quite part of the lecture, unless they allow you to do so. If you want to take a picture of Raymond, ask him, okay? All right. Code of student conduct, operating procedure for faculty, okay? In faculty, okay, this will be the last one that we cover here. Then we jump here to do the lecture. A faculty member, which is I, must treat students, you guys, with respect. If you feel that you was treated in an unfair or inappropriate manner, please let me know, and please feel very comfortable to file a formal grievance. Okay. A student may consult with the Dean of Student or Student Resolution Center, even if the formal grievance is not needed. So, if you feel uncomfortable, call them. Student wishing to file a grievance should complete the grievance form located at that website, deanofstudent.edu.edu. There will be no retaliation or penalty against your action. I cannot do that, okay? They are not allowing me to retaliate you or any complaint against me. Okay? However, if the issue does not warrant the formal complaint process, please don't do that, okay? You do that if I do something bad, that is fine, but if I didn't do anything bad, please don't do that. Right. Question. Shall we move on? Alright. Multiphase flow in pipe. Actually, we should have this first. Safety moment in the case of fire. So we will walk to the parking lot. Okay. If we have tornado, we will go to the restroom because it doesn't have any. Go out that way and go to the restroom. So if we have active shooter, watch the video from Texas Tech Police Department website about the active shooter. Most casualties occur in the first 60 seconds. So Tech Police response time is about 60 to 90. So basically what they want to say is, if there's an active shooter, when you will be dead already when the police come, okay? And I watched that video, and the police said the responsibility of my safety is not on police. Okay, that's what they said. what we do is, we do not panic, use your sense and instinct to survive. Okay? Don't selfie or take a call 911 when it's not safe. Okay? They mentioned about someone take selfie when there's a tornado. Okay? If there's active shooter, most probably you want to be very quiet. You run. If you cannot run, we group together, put something against the door, and we come up with the action plan. What's your name, sir?
Akim.
Akim?
Yes. AKI.
You seem to be biggest in this room, right? So we will, I hope this not happen, but what they suggest is we gather together and we come up with a plan, like everyone throw calculator to them, and the first guy go grab the gun, and other people go hit them or something. So that's what they suggest, and most of the time we run. If you have to break all those glasses in the back, don't worry about it, break it, okay? They really said that property can be replaced, but your life, I cannot replace your life. If you need to break the door to get out of the building, please do so. And watch the video. And so we have sitting movement. Syllabus, we covered already. And class schedule. So when we do something in the lab, 2 or 4, bring the calculator. The main reason that I want you to bring the calculator so that I can take a look to your calculator and see if that calculator can be used for doing the exam or not. It can be used to do the exams if it can do arctan, arc cosine. Okay. Like 2 years ago, that student get a calculator that cannot do arctan, arc cosine, or something like that, and it doesn't work. So it's important that your calculator can do arctan. And September 14, bring study class. You notice, right, that next Monday we don't have class, we have Labor Day. You like it? We have Labor Day next Monday, okay? Don't come to class. Alright, let's introduce you some more to multiphase flow. The location that multiphase flow occurs, we can find it. Emulsion flow onshore pipeline. When we have onshore pipeline, we may have emulsion flow. Emulsion have oil, water, so that's 2 phase already, and it may have any location between wellhead and separator. So when we have produced fluid from wellhead, before it reaches separator, it can have gas. It can have water, gas, oil, water. It can have multiphase flow. So let's say I have just liquid phase come out of the wellhead. Where's the sign-up sheet? Okay. Anyone didn't sign it yet? Three of you? Okay, let's do it better. Temito? Is that it? Temitope? Okay. So if I have single phase at the wellhead, it flows in the flow line, there's a pressure drop. Is it possible that gas come out?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. So then we find multiphase flow. Onshore and offshore pipeline, we can find multiphase flow. Gas, liquid flow, liquid flow. This class doesn't cover solid liquid or solid gas. Okay. We can have multiphase flow in subsea riser. If we have a geometry, we have production from the wellhead, and when it's about to go up, it goes through riser, going up section. So subsea pipeline, subsea riser, this part has multiphase flow because we don't have subsea separator, okay? Do we have it? We don't really have a separator on the subsea because it's maybe expensive. Question?
Not of that. I have an understanding that there are some platforms that serve as production facilities. So maybe you can find separators.
Separator is on the platform.
No?
At the best case, separator is on the platform. But the flow from the wellhead before it reaches the platform, that could be 5 miles, 10 miles, 20 miles. So in the North Sea, all right, Syria, you're from Norway, right?
Yeah.
North Sea, is that part of your Norway production?
Yeah.
Is there a lot of subsea pipeline?
I think so.
How long is that? Several miles, or you don't know for
I don't
sure?
know miles. I know kilometers. Sorry, Norwegian.
How about June? How long is the pipeline in Norway?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's okay. As part of the homework that will be given on this Wednesday, you will find out how long that is. Okay, just search the literature.
Platform relay that is building a production from Multiphase?
Pardon me?
Are you talking about the lines that are related to the Trulay, the biggest platform in the world that is in Norway? It's about 10 kilometers.
How many kilometers? 10? I have read the one that they say 60 miles or something, 100 miles, 50 miles, 30 miles. And guess what? Those pipes, they are expensive, okay? And if we want to size how big should be the pipe, then we want to know how much is the pressure drop, how much should be the liquid hold up inside, or what do we expect inside the pipe. Is it going to cause severe slugging or something like that? So, because before we want to invest our money to build the expensive pipeline, we want to know what is going to happen inside that pipeline. So, and those pipelines are multi-million dollars. This makes this cost important. Okay. And horizontal section of the horizontal well. When we have horizontal well, sometimes we produce, or many times we produce gas and liquid together. So inside the well, we can have multiphase flow. So should we drill a well like toe up or toe down? So that is question for us that, okay, we may need to know a little bit more about multiphase flow. How will it flow inside the well? Is it going to be like dispersed flow? We put a tubing in, everything will come up, or it will be stratified flow, where phases are separated and the tubing that we put in should be laid on the bottom or something, or doesn't matter. So this may be one question to address. So it happens in many places, okay? And you will tell me within 200 or within 200 and 250 words. It will be in the homework and you will see in a bit. So, good reason to know this is, if we want to perform nodal analysis, we need to know the relationship between flow rate and pressure drop, right? So, outflow curve match with inflow curve. So, part of the outflow curve is the calculating pressure drop with flow rate. Or we can do sensitivity analysis. If we produce this much gas, this size of the tubing will be big enough. If we produce this much liquid, maybe this size of the tubing may not be large enough or maybe too large. How do we know that? Study this course, okay? So in subsea pipeline, in the planning phase, so before people want to spend multi-million dollars, we want to do the plan. And we want to know, okay, how much is the pressure drop? What is the temperature profile inside the pipe? Is there any flow assurance problem? To know that a flow assurance problem, most of the time is related to paraffin deposition, scale formation, hydrate formation. Actually, hydrate formation is the most of the concern. And we may want to know, are we going to form hydrate? One of your peer, your coworker may say, hey, the flow is just really slow. It may form hydrate, but it may not accumulate. But you may say that, hey, look, if you have slug flow and it mixes together, that makes it to have a very good chance to accumulate and plug the pipe. So knowing the hydrodynamics has many things to do with what is going to be inside the pipe. Okay, So most of the questions we don't know the answer, but to guess the answer, we need to know what is inside, at least hydrodynamic, if not heat transfer. Safety concern, okay? Previously we have occurrence of severe slugging in a long pipeline riser system. It kills people. Knowing this prevents it from killing people, so it's good to know. Okay, there's an application in nuclear reactor, loss of coolant, accident, multiphase flow. Transient multiphase flow is very related to nuclear reactor. In nuclear reactor, they really want to know what's going on all the time, every time, because it's not just like fire or explosion, it's nuclear accident, okay? We don't want to have that. Okay, give you one example. Previously, 1989, there's an 18 pipe, there's a damage in the pipe. So it breaks over here, and they want to install a peak receiver on the top part. They want to install the peak receiver. So this purple is oil, blue is seawater. So if you take a look, the interface of oil is a little bit higher than the sea level, right? Like a YouTube, because it's less density. So oil is a little bit thicker than the water part. So what they decide to do is, okay, let's use a cold cut machine so that it doesn't have any spark. Let's cut some part. Cut it. Let's cut it here. So when I cut it there, I think, okay, when I cut this part, the liquid on top of it, because of gravity, will drain it down. Okay, so they cut this part and they think that everything that accumulates over here will come out. Do you think that will happen? Not really. If it happens, no one dies. But it doesn't happen that way. When they cut over here, so we have sea level, okay? We have sea level. So pressure from the sea make water go inside from this part and come out from the cut point. So if there's not really something much come out, I can use some bucket and wait for oil to drain out, right? A little bit of oil from top part maybe go down there, but when that happens, water from this part push sea water to go into the pipe on the break point. Okay, that is not that bad if we have single phase flow, because it will not happen that quick. But the problem was inside the pipe. They shut down it for a while, so there's a gas accumulating on the high spot and liquid on the low spot, right? So when this gas pocket go inside this vertical part, it reduces the hydrostatic head of the vertical liquid column. Okay, when it reduces the hydrostatic head, there's a less pressure against this gas, so more gas come. When more gas come, hydrostatic head go down, more gas come again. So it's like doing the gas lift. We inject gas to reduce the hydrostatic head, right? So when that gas comes, hydrostatic head reduce. Because we have several gas pockets in here, it becomes like a severe slugging. Severe slugging means the reduction in this vertical part, the reduction in the density in this vertical part make gas go inside, and gas that go inside accelerate the rate that it go inside the vertical section. So it's like pushing all this liquid up to the top surface very quick. It happened very quick. Plus, gas will expand when it lift up, right? We have gas bubble, it go up, it expand. PV equal to Z nRT. Because of that, they cannot just use bucket and wait until it come out. But they thought that what happened. So nothing from the top drain, but it come from the bottom, and it come very quick. And there's an explosion, and subsequent explosion lost 7 lives, and destruction of the platform. Platform is gone, and people die. So maybe it is kind of convincing for you that, hey, this subject matter is important. Anyone want to add anything about multiphase flow? Not really. Sureta, where can you find multiphase flow?
In pipeline.
In pipelines.
And
Yawashing, where do we find the multiphase flow other than the pipeline? Okay. Isa?
Yeah,
Right? Who needs to know about multiphase flow? Petroleum engineer need to know, or who?
Yeah, definitely. Petroleum engineers, production engineers, people who are working on the platform basically, and nuclear reactors.
Alright, okay. So, I think it's worth your time to study this. Okay. Before we do multiphase flow, let's do single phase flow. Review you